would tell you, bros, if I fucking knew some answers. I know a couple of things. I know a couple of things about me. Now back to reality. I really like skateboarding, so I'm pretty athletic, and I went to pretty good school. When I was little, I didn't go to the maddest school. We had like 12 people max in year 6, combined with year 5. I remember all my teachers. For someone who smokes a fair bit of puff puff pass, 420, I have like a really good memory, man. For how many times I've been bashed and knocked the hell out and just pushed around by bigger people. I've been from trailer park poor when I was a kid. They poisoned our 3 German shepherds. Being Asian, I get very discriminated against in Australia, and my friends don't understand that, but all my coloured friends do understand that. There's something going on here, there's a bigger picture, my friends. If I told you, virtual reality video games, PlayStation 4 virtual reality, if you trace that stuff back, man, it goes down to binaries, zeros and ones. Can you understand, instead of left and right, equal and opposite directions, there was an explosion that went in multiple directions, 360 degrees, 0.000 infinity times 360 degrees, 0.000 to infinity. Repeater. It's infinity again. It's a bigger infinity. So then we start going into quantum mechanics. If you can understand how virtual reality video game can be stored on a disk and be read by a laser in zeros and ones, but be made by a computer with shortcuts. If you can make a single game and perfect a code that randomizes something, Now you're onto something quite big there, my friend. Do not underestimate the gamers, because video games can give people a false sense of joy when, everything sucks. But video games definitely give people heightened senses of what they need to use when there's less to use. Cognitive thinking to beat the game. Video games are difficult to beat, and gamers beat them. You need reflex, you need intelligence, you need common sense, and you need to understand the human mind. Because a human understands the binary code that makes virtual reality. But then you come to someone like me, and I'm telling you, you've seen me. It's trippy when you realize when you've seen me, but you'll flip out, my friend. Because I'll show you what facial hair is in a second, and it's strange how if a man has a beard or something covering their face, how they're no longer trustworthy in a place like Australia. Australia's still a baby, we still have a chance to make a big difference. There's still a lot of land, and there's such thing as green energy, my friend. Look at this. All of this stuff. I was very privileged, and I had friends. I'm a private school boy, but I had friends that did a little bit of graffiti. So they were very expressive, and they multiplied their digits. They multiplied their digits. So every time they did something 10 times, they understood what multiply your digits means. I'm telling you, 1 million is a small number. 1 billion's a rather bigger number, only 1,000 times smaller than 1 million, a small number. If you can calculate 360 degrees times 360 degrees, that's 2-dimensional. Add another third dimension, the 3D world. And people understand the 4D world, the quantum physics. Then, if you can understand zeros and ones, virtual reality, that's only one of the keys, and there's 6 keys to understanding the 7th day, my friend. You could say there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days of work, Saturday, 1 day of enjoyment, Sunday. What happens on the 7th day, my friend? I'm telling you, I'm from the 6th dimension. I just arrived back from the 5th. But will people with power want to hurt me? Of course they will want to hurt me. But there's other ways than hurting people, and it's learning a lot. There's 36 trailers. And then at the end, I will still not tell you what's right and wrong, but I'll try my hardest to live my life and prove to you, mate. Australia is the first world in the world. There's other first worlds in the world. I come from Japan. My dad worked with Honda Company. If he spent 1 day, 2 days, 5 days in his whole life differently, he might have met Shinzo Abe. I'm against whaling, because whales are pretty majestic, and they should be respected as a part of the ecosystem and the blue planet. I'm telling you, zeros and ones is like saying good and bad, yes and no. And infinity has grey areas, and when you can see the grey areas, you may see the colour. And when you see the colour and embrace the colour,